Here are huge 70 games available for your Linux system released in October, reviewed and rated. Okay, let's play. Space Revenge, released 30th September, is an action exploration game. Get ready to assault the enemy's base and get your desired revenge. With a top-down perspective, twin-stick controls and a sci-fi mood to explore the enemy base full of dangers. The game features gorgeous 3D graphics, a story mode with 14 story-driven levels, over 40 missions to complete, intense combat action to keep you engaged, boss rush mode unlockable after completing the game. Scores: Cost 3, Look 4, Idea 3, Play 4, Total 14. Turing Complete, released 2nd October, is an early access challenging puzzle game. You build a computer from scratch and program it. It is a journey through the layers of abstractions of the computer. The game begins when you are abducted by aliens who are testing your intelligence, and from here a light-hearted sci-fi plot evolves. This is a hard game, but computer knowledge is not a prerequisite. The best moments in the game is when the solution to a puzzle makes you realize the deep nature of something you took for granted. Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 4, Play 2, Total 11. FukTopia 3, released 2nd October, is an early access game and a frantic post-apocalyptic top-down shooter for 1 to 4 players. The fast-paced action is spiced up with a beautiful art found throughout the randomly generated levels each time you play. The player enters into a random generated level and needs to clear the entire level from enemies to go to the next level. Each level is random, so you will be faced with unique enemy placement each time you play. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 3, Total 10. Touhou Monster TD, released 1st October, is easy to learn but hard to master. Touhou Monster TD is a tower defense game with a controllable character. In Touhou Monster TD, you can not only control the character to go anywhere in the TD world, but also jump everywhere, build everywhere, and carry around the combat unit. You can even use skill at the important point to finish extra mission for reward. It has a unique graphic art style. There is a large variety of levels, enemies and towers. There are 60 plus enemies with different skills and attributes who want to break your defense. There are 15 plus combat units with different features, where you can unlock unique skills and effects when you level up. Scores: Cost 2, Look 4, Idea 4, Play 4, Total 14. The Hero of Bangaona, released 1st October. The Weens kidnapped the Princess of Bangaona Kingdom while she was in the disputed region, the famous Touhou Island, claimed by both of the kingdoms. The King of Bangaona requested the hero, one of the strongest warriors of the kingdom, to rescue the princess at any cost. Having a special supernatural ability to convert the enemy buildings, the hero is strong and capable of eliminating tens and hundreds of soldiers on his own. The hero finally enters the Weens territory with confidence. But, will he be able to succeed in his mission? His fate is in your hands now. Scores: Cost 4, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 2, Total 10. 1 Pixel, The War Begins, released 1st October. This is a 2D platform game with minimalist graphics and pixel art. Your goal is to climb the castle while defeating various bosses that try to prevent your passage. With each floor you pass, the game will present you with increasingly difficult bosses to defeat. The graphics of the game has a focus mostly on the colors black, white, grayscale and red. In some parts of the game other colors may appear but are almost null. During the game you follow the point of view of the white pixel who is having his city attacked. Scores: Cost 4, Look 1, Idea 1, Play 1, Total 7. Trace Bashers, released 1st October, is a 2D monster bashing adventure featuring a big interconnected map full of cryptids, secrets, and more. Find 40 different monster types, and whack 'em with your baseball bat. There are 40 monster types, including Jersey Devils, Mothman, Yetis, Apparitions, Cassowaries, and many more. There are 10 ninja weapons in the shops, including a slingshot, crowbar, meteor hammer, and nunchucks, if you don't prefer a bat. Scores: Cost 3, Look 1, Idea 1, Play 2, Total 7. Minimal Crypt, released 30th September, is a classical puzzle game with original mechanics. Discover the simple yet intricate rules of Minimal Crypt through 50+ handcrafted puzzling levels of ever-increasing difficulty. It will challenge your neurons in an abstract and logical world. Solve puzzles in an intriguing atmosphere, supported by a fully original soundtrack. To push the experience further, a level editor is available from inside the game. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 3, Play 2, Total 10. Ressifice, released 30th September, is a side-scrolling hack-and-slash puzzle game. It will give you a B-movie experience as a game. Puzzle features will entertain you while you solve the mysteries about C.A.P.S. In the meantime, your enemies will always challenge you to die. One day, Satan came to C.A.P.S. while he was having fun, and that meant a teeny-tiny apocalypse for the people of C.A.P.S. 6 pilgrims showed up with righteous lord's holy power in their heart. And the Satan wasn't very happy about that. After many centuries, Satan returned to C.A.P.S. for revenge with his new name, and it is called Ressifice. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 4, Total 11. Impostor Factory, released 30th September, is a narrative-driven adventure game that is categorically out of its mind. One day, Quincy was invited to a fancy party at a suspiciously secluded mansion. So, he accepted and went, because even though the mansion was suspicious and secluded, it was also fancy and had a party. In fact, it turned out to be so fancy that there was a time machine in its bathroom. Quincy could wash his hands and time travel while he was at it. But then people start dying, because that's what they do. And somewhere along the way, things get a little crazy and tentacles are involved. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 2, Total 11. Aeon Drive, released 30th September. Rush through the cyberpunk landscapes of Neo Barcelona in Aeon Drive, an action platformer with a speedrunning twist. Whether solo or with up to 4 friends, sprint and dash through many areas of the neon-infused city, and use your time and space-spinning abilities to get ahead. Aeon Drive features a unique time-warping system that saves players the frustration of repetition and keeps the challenge fresh. Teleport through lasers, spikes or saws, crouch dash at the last moment to evade that incoming shot, and run through 100 levels across several areas of Neo Barcelona. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 4, Total 12. Coffee Noir, released 30th September, is a 2D business management game focused on contract negotiations, production and sales in a coffee industry, along with an intriguing detective storyline with a film noir art style. It's 2021 in an alternate future. Discover the mysterious world of Neo-London as Arthur Oliver, an experienced private detective. He unexpectedly becomes a part of London's dreadful puzzle and must find out why Richard Kersey, a local coffee market businessman, disappeared without a trace. The worried family believes that one of Richard's partners is to blame. For the first time in his career, the detective will have to work undercover as a businessman. Will you be able to manage a successful coffee business and solve the criminal case of Richard Kersey's disappearance at the same time? Scores: Cost 1, Look 4, Idea 5, Play 5, Total 15. Bonfire Peaks, released 30th September, is a puzzle game filled with richly rewarding challenges and surprising new mechanics that'll keep sparking your interest right through to the end. It is a deeply thoughtful, eminently accessible and cleverly crafted bite-sized puzzler, with subtle emotion, charm and smile-cracking ingenuity. With a multitude of puzzles that will challenge even the most hardened genre aficionado. Scores: Cost 2, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 3, Total 11. Dyeus, released 30th September, is a game about numbers and the fun you can have with them. Deceptively simple, surprisingly challenging. Select 2 numbers and 1 operator, then watch them combine to create a new number. Use all your numbers to reach the target. It has a series of puzzles with escalating difficulty and randomly generated puzzles that adapt difficulty to your pace. Scores: Cost 3, Look 1, Idea 2, Play 1, Total 7. Operation Thunder, released 30th September, is a top-down shooter with a tactical twist and destructible walls. Approach situations with a variety of gadgets and guns to overcome any challenge in your way. Fight through 45 handmade levels to save the day. Take on levels however you want to. Take it slow and plan out every move, or go as fast as your trigger finger can take you and adapt on the fly. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 2, Total 9. Last Hope, released 29 September, is a combat-focused survival game where you need to protect the central village's people from nightly waves of enemies. The waves get harder each night, and as you unlock areas, new enemies will be introduced. You will unlock weapons throughout the day's endgame, which will better prepare you for the different elemental type enemies. Don't let the villagers die, you are their last hope. Scores: Cost 4, Look 2, Idea 1, Play 1, Total 8. Imoto, released 29 September, is a classic side-scrolling action, with all the modern look. Explore your favorite city around the world: Cairo, New York, London, Paris, and Dubai. Evolve with powerful new skills and abilities. Sword throw, fire, flash, water attacks and the most powerful techniques. Over 120 enemies. 8 epic bosses. Face ferocious monsters and vanquish ancient enemy on your quest through the city. Track down every last one of them. Scores: Cost 2, Look 4, Idea 2, Play 3, Total 13. Hotel Magnate, released 5th of October, is an early access game in which you build, furnish, and oversee your own hotel. Tend to your guests' needs and demands, and attract wealthier clientele by improving facilities and securing better ratings. Hire employees to clean, serve, manage, and maintain your hotel. Take control of the inner workings of your hotel by managing bedrooms, wages, restaurants, and many other operations. Become adept at marketing to attract different types of guests and generate buzz. Scores: Cost 2, Look 4, Idea 3, Play 5, Total 14. Stalak Miner, released 7th of October, you have taken on a contract offered by a large corporation that needs you to deliver a payload to the core of the planet. Do so with haste, because this contract has been offered to many other miners that have already departed before you. In your quest to deliver the payload, you dig and search for rare metals and minerals in a planet consisting of a variety of unique zones. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 2, Total 11. Tower to Heaven, released 6th of October, is a simple game with speed run modes. Climb the tower, relax and battle bad guys and reap the reward. Tower to Heaven is designed to be super simple, with easy controls and an easily attainable finish. Play 100 levels or 1000 and grind through hardcore mode if you're crazy enough. Search for something to wash down those donuts with. There's no dialogue, just climb the tower and see what's at the top. Scores: Cost 4, Look 2, Idea 1, Play 2, Total 9. In Bear's Restaurant, released 6th of October, you play as a little cat who just landed a job at the Afterlife's coziest eatery. As the lone waiter assisting the friendly bear who owns the joint, it's your job to greet the newly deceased, take their orders, and deliver them each a final meal to help their souls rest in peace. In order to help send these weary spirits to their final destinations, it'll be your job to dive into their memories and try to decipher what their last suppers should be. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 3, Play 4, Total 12. Load Roll Die, released 6th of October, is all about creating and exploiting combos. Every face on your set of dice can be a unique weapon in your battle to the top. Duel enemies each with their own armament of dice and smash their faces, outplay their strategies, and deal deadly damage to take them out. Steal faces from enemies you beat to trade in at the store or incorporate into your winning strategy. The right combination of dice can let you tank damage, re-roll faces, create new dice from scratch and much more, but only if you play them right. Scores: Cost 2, Look 3, Idea 4, Play 1, Total 10. The Lightbringer, released 7th of October, is a poetic adventure, puzzle platformer with light combat elements. set in a beautiful world claimed by a vile corruption. Guided by your sister's spirit, you must prevail where she could not. Cleanse the corruption, become the Lightbringer. Explore, jump and fight your way through each level while gathering light motes. Every level functions like its own little world, and you'll need to venture off the beaten path to find enough to cleanse the level's monolith. Scores: Cost 2, Look 4, Idea 3, Play 4, Total 13. In Capital Island, released 6th of October, you're a door-to-door seller, who will help Capital Island prosper again, while making some profit, of course. To help you accomplish this mission, you'll have the company of Isla or Brody. Each day you offer products from your catalog and make deals with the residents. Some will buy, some will offer a trade, some will ask for a donation and others will just ignore you. Every morning your dealer's boat docks at the pier and you can shop to fulfill your customers' requests or sell when there are too many items. Scores: Cost 4, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 2, Total 10. Hyperbullet, released 6th of October, is a top-down action game replenished with agreeable vaporwave aesthetics. There are 7 unique scenes, 15 different weapons and extra protection with body armor. There are a number of enemy types. Pick up the weapon, defeat oncoming enemies and survive infinite crises. Scores: Cost 4, Look 1, Idea 1, Play 1, Total 7. Vagrus, The Riven Realms, released 5th of October, is an early access role-playing game with a narrative focus, open-world exploration, and strong elements of strategy. The player takes the role of a Vagrus, a caravan leader who strives to survive in a strange and dangerous dark fantasy world by leading a traveling company on all kinds of ventures. A vast realm is yours to explore, filled with unique locations, strange factions, and a colorful cast of characters. Scores: Cost 1, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 2, Total 8. Closed Hands, released 4th of October, is a sprawling story that plays out through a combination of traditional interactive text, as well as explorable computer interfaces, conversations, IMs, phone calls and more. Closed Hands is a fragmented and complex narrative, playable in any order, that tells the story of the lead-up and aftermath of the attack. Some stories go forward in time, some backwards, and some both. Players can choose to follow a single narrative arc, or jump between perspectives to get the full picture of everything that happens to the city, and its inhabitants. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 4, Play 2, Total 11. Pnevmo-Capsula, Domiki, released 4th of October, will open the door to the history of parallel Russian reality, where society and technologies developed along the path of cultivating harsh mechanics. All houses are connected by a system of tiny rails along which you have to move in the form of a steampunk capsule. You need to find and activate hidden mechanisms such as springs, telephones and various incandescent lamps to find your way out of the level. Scores: Cost 2, Look 4, Idea 4, Play 3, Total 13. Book of Travels, released 10th of October, is an early access game. Join Book of Travels and become part of a unique social role-playing experience that doesn't hold your hand. Inspired by genre classics, this is a serene adventure that sets you adrift in a fairy tale world. Travel the free wilds and vivid cities of the Braided Shore Peninsula. Wander deep into the layers of this hand-drawn world, stumble upon its hidden places or unravel one of its many mysteries. There is no overarching goal and no real beginning or end, but for mortal characters the stakes can be high. Scores: Cost 1, Look 5, Idea 5, Play 4, Total 15. The Ultimate Game, released 8th of October, is a fast-paced sport played 2v2 up to 7v7. The game is about passing the disc. Realistic flight physics and intricate thrower controls allow for a huge variety in flight paths. Everyone but the current thrower can run and jump freely. Points are scored by catching the disc in end zone. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 3, Total 11. Mazeman, released 8th of October, is an arcade game that will challenge you big time thanks to its frantic pace. Enter the maze and look for the key while avoiding all kinds of dreadful monsters. Lots of unlockables, monsters, levels, power-ups, and collectibles await you in this beautiful, endless stream of pixel art mazes filled with some awesome arcade vibes. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 2, Total 9. Halloween Trouble 3, Collector's Edition, released 8th of October. After many years, Jane is revisiting her ancestral home. She intends to stay there and celebrate Halloween with her friends. However, when she steps into her home, she is in for a huge surprise. Not only is the big house empty, it is also missing all the furniture. With Halloween just round the corner, will Jane be able to get the house ready in time? Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 1, Total 8. Super Sketchy Party, released 7th of October, is an early access game, very similar to the board game Pictionary. In Super Sketchy Party you can either play it locally with your friends on your couch or play it online with your friends with a big screen device, like a computer or an internet-ready TV, and your smartphone. Scores: Cost 3, Look 1, Idea 1, Play 1, Total 6. Gra Vity, released 8th of October, is a minimalist puzzle game in which you control gravity in order to join the two characters. For this, you can use only two directions: horizontal, right and left, and vertical, top and bottom. It features abstract and minimalist art, smooth soundtrack, and 50 levels. Scores: Cost 5, Look 1, Idea 3, Play 3, Total 12. In Midnight Protocol, release 13th Oct, you assume the mantle of a prominent hacktivist, Data, who recently got doxxed and has been targeted for blackmail by a shadowy branch of government. You interact with the virtual environment through your home terminal that requires nothing more than your keyboard. Take on dozens of side quests filled with Easter eggs and references, gather additional intel on your targets before you start a mission, and play some hacker chess to wind down. Midnight Protocol is jam-packed with optional missions, providing hours of additional content. Scores: Cost 3, Look 4, Idea 4, Play 3, Total 14. Ratomon, released 13th October, is a medieval top-down adventure to stop the plague. Investigate random-generated dungeons, eliminate rat hordes and other villains, who stand behind the disease. Each dungeon is procedurally generated and have a lot of enemies willing to end your quest prematurely. Fighting them takes skill and proper use of available weapons and equipment. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 3, Total 10. Ultimate Racing 2D, released 12th October 1st. The top-down racing game is back. Ultimate Racing 2D2 includes new cars, new tracks, car editor, time trial mode, damage, multi-class racing and more. New features include a custom car colors, damage, penalties, medium and intermediate tires. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 3, Total 11. What's Your Gender, released 12th October, is an educational puzzle game that allows you to simultaneously explore an Euclidean maze and concepts and terms related to gender, identity and expression in a playful and reassuring manner. It is a short game. Scores: Cost 4, Look 3, Idea 1, Play 1, Total 9. King of the Universe, released 13th October. In the 24th century BC, the Sumerians have turned the land of Mesopotamia from a simple cradle of civilization to the home of empires. It is your mission to take control of the kingdom of Kish and conquer your enemies, in order to become Lugal-Kiski, King of the Universe. Through military means you gather land and slaves, and through economic means you build new structures for your people. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 4, Play 2, Total 11. Not It, Spookiest Edition, released 12th October. 8 people are trapped in Eastlo and must fight through their fears to see tomorrow. Katie just moved to Eastlo on Halloween. Full of excitement and delight, she greets her neighbors only to be told the town's cursed. Could the curse be real? Should she believe? Every choice you make could mean life or death for Katie or the townsfolk of Eastlo this Halloween. Scores: Cost 4, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 1, Total 10. Evolution of War released 12th October shows the evolution of warfare in 5 ages, starting with the Age of Dinosaurs, Crusades, Medieval, 21st Century, Present Time, and Futuristic, Fiction. The game's main objective is to destroy the enemy base, but for that to happen you'll need to defend yourself and attack by planning a good strategy. Scores: Cost 4, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 1. Total 11. Increlution released 13th October is a minimalistic incremental game about time management that takes inspiration from roguelite games. It's up to you to survive as long as you can with the tools that you unlock throughout life, such as food or constructions. As time goes on, your health will decline increasingly faster until you'll eventually die. However, death merely marks a new beginning. With every generation, your chances at survival will increase, because progress in previous lives increases your instincts. Scores: Cost 4, Look 2, Idea 3, Play 2. Total 11. Monstor Crown released 12th October. Unravel Crown Island's dark story as you create your own monster legacy. With a history of sadistic rulers and heroic saviors, the island faces another threat in the form of a malicious young woman seeking power. It's up to you and the monsters you make pacts with to prevent the return of tyranny. Will your decisions make you a savior or a dark messiah? Breed and fuse over 200 base monsters to create your own new species. Travel across Crown Island with your monster allies to uncover a dark world. Make a pivotal decision that will drastically change the ending and post-game. Play online to battle and trade, and have your new species reach across the globe. Scores: Cost 2, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 1. Total 8. Ceilless released 12th October is a screen rotation puzzle platform game. All you have to do is just push the box into the crystal. It's an easy to enjoy puzzle platformer. Explore the ruins by getting through the box. 50 levels are waiting for you and also 5 jewels too. Spin the world around. And use the magic box. Scores: Cost 4, Look 2, Idea 4, Play 3. Total 13. Cats Pumpkin Prologue released October 14th. You are a cat with magic powers, stranded on a cursed island. Spiteful dogs are lurking in every corner and a fateful evil is about to emerge from the darkness. Cats is a magical action rebounds per game set in a colorful fantasy world. Let your cat look the way you want to by picking from a wide selection of colors and garments. Scores: Cost 5, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 2. Total 12. Plague Doctor, Contagion 430 BCE to 2020 AD released October 15th. Set during 4 pivotal epidemics that changed history, Plague Doctor is a single-player, first-person narrative adventure about greed, compassion, and courage in times of crisis. Explore 4 cities, each battling a deadly outbreak, and make choices that will save or cost the lives of countless people. The tone of each chapter is as unique as the disease outbreaks themselves. The only constant is that you are in the center of it all, doing your part to prevent a growing pandemic by controlling the contagion. Scores: Cost 4, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 3. Total 13. Touhou Monster in the Feather's Way released October 15th. Run, jump and type words to conjure spells and help your typing wizard to disinfect the platforming type world from the slime monsters. Be prepared to type a lot, because it will allow you to reload your feather and control the world around you. Scores: Cost 5, Look 4, Idea 3, Play 3. Total 15. The End of Dyeus released October 15th. Go in a quest for Dyeus in a primitive and cryptic open world. Face mysterious assailants in intense and fast-paced sword fights, and survive against a carnivorous fauna. Will you uncover the truth about Dyeus? Like good old times, no cutscenes or long narrative sequence. Play right from the start and find more than 40 hidden books to uncover the story of this world facing war and desolation. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 3. Total 12. Stardander Revenant released October 18th. You play as Griselda, a playful young witch, You can choose which classes to take each week, learn new spells, battle or befriend wild creatures. Try not to fail your connection magic class and do your best to participate in the Hallows Eve bout, a spellcasting competition that could excuse you from final exams. Scores: Cost 5, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 1. Total 10. King Boo, released October 18th, was developed with young players in mind. The controls are simple, the challenge and stress level is low and the visuals are colorful and appealing. An ideal starting point for future gamers. Scores: Cost 4, Look 4, Idea 1, Play 2. Total 11. Sacred Fire, a role-playing game released October 18th, is a psychological role-playing game. You're a refugee hunted by Rome, your actions compromised by fear and rage. Build up your willpower to control story choices and master battle tactics. Outsmart opponents and gain allies. Wage war or strive for peace. End up a hero or an outcast. Each of the 3 acts comes with real story branching. Playing as a male or female offers fresh surprises. Can you reach all 5 distinct endings and gain all 8 major achievements? Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 2. Total 11. Trouble Hunter Chronicles, The Stolen Greed, released October 17th. Explore mid-20th century Europe using quick wits, problem-solving abilities and gritty charm to duck and weave your way between cultists, crazy Frenchmen and dangerous killers. It is an old-school point-and-click adventure. With interesting, funny cast of characters to interact with. There is no pixel hunting. Interactive objects glow when hovered over. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 3, Play 2. Total 10. C.A.P.S, Cyber Animal Planet Survival, released October 16th. A top-down shooter, where in a post-apocalyptic world called FukTopia, our surviving heroes must save the world by facing terrible enemies that mutated in the collapse. Explore a world full of challenges, collect rewards and defeat bosses on your way. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 3. Total 11. Echo of Elu, released October 15th. Assemble a team of 8 characters, choose your victory goals, and join the battlefield to access the Energy Rock's power. Echo of Elu is an explosive card game. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 1, Play 1. Total 8. Dark Crypt, released October 15th, is a turn-based puzzler with a horror theme. Sneak through an old crypt where an ancient evil slumbers. Its shadow is corrupting the tomb and the once buried bodies now haunt the halls. This evil must be sealed at all cost. The boss puzzles will really test one's resolves. Don't worry though, as there are infinite undos and a retro rendition of classical music to help one think. Scores: Cost 4, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 1. Total 9. Pathological Tires, released October 15th. You're challenged with finding the route for a car to complete a course in the shortest possible time. Find the optimal balance of minimizing distance and maintaining momentum by avoiding sharp turns and other obstacles. Throughout the game, you'll have to contend with using different cars and driving on road surfaces with different properties, as well as one-way ramps, boost pads, teleporters, and more. The game features over 200 levels to solve. Scores: Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 3, Play 3. Total 11. Time's Up in Tiny Town, released October 14th. The more you build, the more land you acquire. And the faster your population grows, the more time you are afforded. But be sure to balance out your production, your population's needs and your world's natural resources. Because if your environment collapses, so may your townsfolk know deprivation and famine. Scores: Cost 4, Look 2, Idea 3, Play 2. Total 11. Epic City Builder 4, released October 14th. You build a whole nation across multiple maps. Pass laws at the national level. Fiddle with the budgets at the city level. Manage your taxes and spending well, and later you could be laying out whole cities at once. There are 190,000 tiles to build on. A truly massive game world. There is diplomacy with other nations, be a peaceful nation or build a military. Build up to 11 cities on your island nation. Scores, Cost 2, Look 4, Idea 2, Play 4. Total 12. Silicon City released October 14th. As mayor, build your city block by block. Manage your citizens, called Slizzens, with the help of deep statistics and analytics, and get re-elected. It revisits classic game mechanics such as grid-based playground with procedural development, different types of construction, residential area, public service building, shops and offices, parks and cultural areas, the organization of road traffic, and managing the evolution of citizens. Scores, Cost 3, Look 4, Idea 3, Play 4. Total 14. Citrine Deluxe released October 14th, is a little twin stick shooting featuring infinite levels of chaotic, physics-based baddie blasting. Save your friends to increase the score multiplier. The bigger the score, the more power-ups will spawn. There is a manual that reveals helpful hints. Scores, Cost 4, Look 1, Idea 1, Play 1. Total 7. Ingredienta released October 14th. After ages-long sleep, Interworld of Ingredienta as next reincarnation of Great Alchemist. Explore randomly generated fantasy lands to gather various ingredients. Overcome obstacles using your handcrafted potions. Fight with powerful foes and find hidden secrets. Experiment in Sandbox environment. Make wolves fly. Start your great adventure now. Scores, Cost 4, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 1. Total 10. The Sundew released October 14th. Alongside classic point-and-click gameplay, the Sundew will ask you to make decisions that will change the future of humanity. Playing off contemporary issues, the choices offered are never black and white. Where do you believe mankind's interests lie, and what means are acceptable to achieve them? Scores, Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 3, Play 2. Total 10. Henchman Story released October 14th, is a narrative adventure where you play as a beleaguered henchman working for a bumbling supervillain. It's thankless work. Week in and week out, you put on your purple spandex and get the crap beaten out of you by much stronger, much cooler people wearing much fancier spandex. But the check's clear, and Lord Bedlam offers healthcare, so a job's a job, right? Even henchmen have bills to pay, and sometimes, even henchmen can make choices that change everything. Scores, Cost 3, Look 2, Idea 2, Play 1. Total 7. Battle Chess 4000 released October 14th, takes the classic game of chess and rushes it headlong into the future. Chess pieces become animated space-age characters, created from state-of-the-art digitized clay models, with the pieces' animated moves being both intriguing and hilarious. Not only that, but Battle Chess 4000 has a library of over 300,000 opening moves and an artificial intelligence that can handle any level of opponent. Scores, Cost, Look, Idea, Play. Total. Scores, Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 3. Total 11. The Jackbox Party Package released October 14th, the 8th installment of the beloved Jackbox Party Pack franchise is here. 5 new games will energize your next game night, holiday party, happy hour, or video call. No extra controllers needed, players use their phones or tablets to play along. Got a bigger group? Play with up to 10 players and up to 10,000 audience members. New party games include Drawful Animate, Job Job, The Pearl Mine, Weapons Drawn, and The Wheel of Enormous Proportions. Scores, Cost 2, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 5. Total 13. SRX, released 23rd of October, is an arcade racing game in which the player pilots all types of flying vehicles. Explore and master more than 20 tracks split in episodes and beat everyone to reach the top of the world rankings. Each episode is linked to a scenario where the world is frozen in time. An active tutorial is available, explaining the different moves of the vehicles. You are able to choose between 4 vehicle profiles. Scores, Cost 4, Look 4, Idea 4, Play 5. Total 17. Valor, released 22nd of October, embark on an epic journey through a range of different environments and arenas. Upgrade, personalize and fine-tune your characters, overcome different challenges and boss fights to prove the single most important thing, your worth as a gladiator. Every environment ends in an epic boss fight, classic, where you'll have to prove your worth and understanding of the game's mechanics. You'll unlock various runes with special effects that can be equipped by any of your gladiators. In Valor, all skins are earned through achievements. Battling in style wins you things. Increase the difficulty of your challenges to earn extra rewards and cosmetics. I don't think you will be able to beat all levels on the gladiator difficulty though. Scores: Cost 4, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 3, Total 13. Key, released 26th of October, is a diamond-hard platformer that rewards skillful play and punishes errors mercilessly. Dive headfirst into 4 worlds of color switching, laser dodging, lightning-fast action. You control Key's severed head, on an epic journey to defeat the Happy Bear No Head. Leap from wall to wall, across chasms, over spikes and into oblivion. You'll need precision jumps and keen reactions to survive the 80 handcrafted levels standing between Key and victory. Die, die and die again until your reflexes are sharp enough to face the headless baron and get your body back. Scores: Cost 3, Look 3, Idea 2, Play 3, Total 11. Grobot, released 21st of October, is a 2D point-and-click adventure set upon a beautiful biopunk space station. You play as Nara, a Grobot in training to become a captain. When your station home is attacked by rapidly growing crystals, it's down to you to save it. The game is inspired by classic adventure games like Loom, modern adventure games like Machinarium, and aims to appeal to both seasoned and new gamers. It is being developed in Unity for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Grobot is a game which is soothing for the soul. It doesn't make you feel upset, it doesn't stress you out, it just lets you loose in its dream world, and by the time you wake up, the credits are already rolling. Scores: Cost 2, Look 3, Idea 3, Play 4, Total 12. Juro Janosik, released 25th of October, is an action-adventure about a Slovak legendary hero. As Juro Janosik, you will take the law into your own hands and take an adventure across country of Slovakia. You will solve many puzzles, handle dangerous obstacles to get to castle, fight with bonders, tie them up with rope but never kill them because you are a good bandit. Search and liberate prisoners. Steal gold from castles and give it away to poor hard-working villagers. There are 10 levels with real Slovak castles and many puzzles and dangerous obstacles. You can upgrade character skills and it comes with full gamepad support. Scores: Cost 3, Look 4, Idea 4, Play 4, Total 15. This month's 3-to-play are Book of Travels, Juro Janosik and SRX. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe.